friends, it's Steph with Stefsonabudget. Welcome back for another video. We are going to be unstuffing our completed challenges from January. I'm stuffing those into sinking funds together today. I am pretty sure it was a minimal save month. So some months are just like that. We didn't really finish a ton, and that's okay. We're going to just keep working. I definitely do have, when I was kind of like looking at it to figure out, was it something I did with the budget? It's really just I have more long-term challenges going. So I have some larger challenges, so we didn't wrap up quite as many. But every little dollar counts, as we all know. So we are going to take a look and see what we were able to save. So I'm going to go ahead and start with our mini savings challenges. And see how much we ended up putting in total to those. So I've got a little stack here. Looks like we finished one for 30 that went to house. Here's another for 30 that went to school. Here's one for 27 that went to car maintenance. We've got another one for 30 that went to family fun. We've got Mr. Goof here for 22 that went to month ahead. And we had this one for 30. I'm actually going to minus the 22, you guys, and I'll put that in my month ahead savings. So let's do that. And then I've got another 32 for birthday. So in total, we're looking at 115 in minis that went into sinking funds as soon as they got completed. So $115 there. That's awesome. For month ahead, we finished this one mini for 22. So I'm going to go ahead and note that it got stuffed into the current envelope that we are working on. Next on my list is emergency fund, and we finished no challenges for our emergency fund. We did set aside $128 in savings, but it's working through challenges and nothing's been completed just yet. So we've got a 0 for there. Next up, we're going to look at debt. We finished one mini for $32. So that went to debt. And then we had one completed from our budget binder, and this one saved us $45. Okay, actually this saved us 52, you guys. So 52 and 32. So $84 in total for extra challenges, if you will, that we completed to put towards debt, and we have already made those payments. Now we put a lot more towards debt savings. Again, we just didn't finish any of those challenges. All right, next up is Christmas, and Christmas, we did end up finishing a ton in our Christmas binder. I had 2 challenges that were kind of left over, if you will, from last year. And so when Christmas came, I went ahead and pulled the money, but then at the beginning of this year, I went ahead and completed those challenges. So what I mean by that is, like, this one was a total of $50 savings, but we have $12 here because I pulled the other bit of that money, and we spent that at Christmas time. Okay, so $12 in that one. Same for this challenge. This was finishing up our Griswold challenge that we were working on, and it looks like we have 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 29 for here. Okay, like I said, Christmas, I'm shocked at how much we finished so quick. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 in this one. Okay, so there's 30. What we're gonna do with this is take this money, deposit it into our high yield. So we have a bucket that, we save our Christmas money in and we earn a little interest. We've got another $30 here with this one. Okay, and then we finished this one for 25. So plus 25. And there go the dogs barking at probably a whole lot of nothing, you guys. They're shadows. All right, and this one we ended up saving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. So 40 exactly for this one. Okay, so plus 40. That means we've got $166 saved towards Christmas 2026 already, you guys. That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna write that number down there. For long-term, we don't have anything finished for any sort of long-term savings. And so that just leaves our savings challenges from our purple binder. I'm gonna go ahead and bunch up this Christmas money just so I don't get it confused. All right, we'll just put that back in our box. And then these are the ones we finish that typically help us fund our savings challenges. Now, really quick, what I want to do, and actually, we're going to use this challenge to do it. So when I did my 2026 goals with you guys, I talked about one of our goals being to complete our current month ahead envelope, which is our truck. So I'm hoping to have that full month ahead payment on our truck done by this year. And so one of the ways I was going to do that was to always have at least one mini savings challenge going towards month ahead. And then I was going to pull one of our completed challenges at the end of every month to help add a little extra into that. Because as you guys know, we just budget $33. It's currently getting the snowball, so it's getting a majority of that, but we're gonna need every little extra boost to reach that goal. So I'm gonna take the lowest one of the month, which was this one, which I believe saved us 45. So that's 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is gonna go into our month ahead, you guys. So what I actually wanna do is probably add that up to here. So plus 45, that's going to give us 55, 65, 67. So we've got 67 extra dollars going into that current envelope for the month of January. So I like that plan. All right, now the rest of them we will mark towards our savings challenges, and these are what we are going to stuff into our sinking funds today. So we finished our cute little Christmas sticker challenge from Liz and Les. I'm gonna go ahead and paper clip this month ahead savings together. And I'm gonna set that right there just so I know where that one's going. All right, this one I think saved us $100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. It sure did. And I can already tell we're gonna need to do some condensing and sinking funds after we finish up this day. Okay, so we have got 100. We finished our Aquarius challenge for 50, so we're at 150. Lots of fives, you guys. All right. Ooh, like all fives there. Well, I guess it'll stretch around. And then we finished this one for 50 as well. So there's 30, 40, and 50. Okay, so we've got $200. Like I said, you guys, a super, super light month on the savings for us. So we're gonna call this 200 saved for savings challenges. And that's just the way it goes, you guys. I'm trying not to be down and defeated by that. Some months are just like that. So let's go ahead and add up all of our savings as a total. All right, so for January, we're looking at $632 saved. We will take it, we will take it. Now, obviously we saved more. This is just kind of what got wrapped up by the end of the month. So here we are. All right, 632. Well, for sinking funds, we are going to stuff just the 200 today. The other ones have a designated spot that they need to go to or have already gone to. So what we are gonna do now is we are gonna go ahead and stuff these sinking funds. We're not gonna do anything fun or fancy today. We're just gonna do a good old classic cash stuffing because with $200, I'm going to spread the love as much as I can. So to start off, the first one we are going to put money into is going to be our kids sinking fund. And this one is gonna get $6, you guys. I'm gonna pull this out really quick. Okay, so kids is gonna get $6. Okay, so let's do 5 and 6. I am going to plan to update my trackers off camera just because it's a slow process for me and I don't want to do all that editing, if I'm being honest, you guys. But you guys know how that piece works, right? So I would just write in January savings challenges plus $6 and add up the new total. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 95 in our kids sinking fund. So I did try to kind of like round off these numbers as best as I could. All right, next up we have birthday, and it's gonna get $22 today. Okay, so 22 going into birthday. So let's do 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna actually put 25. So let's do that. All right. And so that gives birthday 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. So 240 in our birthday envelope. All right, next up is school. This is definitely a priority sinking fund for us right now. And so it is gonna get $20. Birthday at this time of year is always kind of a priority as well because we have January, March, April, end of April, early June, and July. Like we have a lot of birthdays kind of all bunched up here. So, all right, $20 going into school. Our goal is to get this to 1,600, and that's just to get us for back to school, but a little cushion because my daughter is going to be going into her senior year when we're going to be tapping into this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 424. I needed like $1 extra to go in there, didn't I? Okay, so 20 into school. Next up, we have clothes. We're just gonna put a simple $5 in there just to give it a little bit of attention. So $5, which is gonna give it 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, and 100. So capping that one off at 100. Perfect. Next up is house. I am putting a little bit extra into this one. I'm gonna put 23. And the reason for that is because I've got to, our home security subscription comes out in January. So this payment is going to be due in February. So just trying to get ready for that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so that's going to give house 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 25, 30, 130 in here. So we are going to have to probably cash flow a little bit of that, unless we get some extra in here by February, which could be possible. Camping is going to get 14. I think I just picked this number to kind of like round it off. So let's do 5, 10, and I'm going to take some ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, that's going to give camping 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 215 in camping. We'll start building this up, getting ready for summer because my husband taps into that quite a bit. Family fun, we're going to put $6 into this one today. So family fun is going to get $6. And it has a lot of ones in here. All right, so it's gonna give us 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 105 going into family fun. Okay, building that up for summertime. Let's see, our pet envelope is gonna get $10. So this would be like big pet expenses. We don't use this for like pet food and stuff. We have a separate variable envelope for that. We certainly could though if we needed to, but we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 220 in this one. Okay. Next up we have utilities. Let me fill in my $10 for pets. Utilities is gonna get $12. I use this to build up to kind of offset those really high bills. Typically for us, usually in the summer. So $12 I said, because we get those massive electric bills with the AC running. So we've got 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. 279 in this one. Okay, I must have ran out of dollars on that one. Okay, and then last we have holidays, which I still need to make a dashboard for. It is gonna get $10, and I'm just using this to fund whatever the next holiday is, which for us will likely be, we're not big Valentine's people. We don't do anything for Valentine's, so probably Easter for us. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100 in here. So that's a nice little sinking fund that is fairly new for me, as you can tell, missing the dashboard. All right, you guys, that finishes this binder. And this is the binder we typically pull from, the most as far as sinking funds go. We've got one more though, and this I think of in terms of more like long-term sinking funds, meaning I don't pull from these ones all that often usually. Oh, this goes into my utilities. Okay, just getting that tracker put away. All right, so next up we have HOA. We are building up for our 2027 payment. So we're gonna put 14 into this one. Let's see if I have $1 in here. And I do, so we'll put that and we'll take 15. That is gonna give me 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. And our goal is 150. So that's usually what I pay annually for my HOA. Next up, we have car maintenance. This is another priority sinking fund for me right now. We have a ton of car maintenance expenses happening right now. Tires, registration tags, just all the things it seems. Okay, so it is gonna get 28 today. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 26, 7, and 8. Okay, perfect. All right, so for car maintenance, we have $655 in the bank. And then now in our envelope, we have 1, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another 195 in here. All right, next up we have vacation. We're gonna put $15 into this envelope, you guys. So that's 5, 10, 15. We're getting down to the last little bit here. So that's gonna give vacation 51, 150, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 180. So slow and steady on this thing. No big plans right now. We're gonna skip over mine and the hubs. We've got 2 new sinking funds, one being tech. We're just gonna put $5 in here, and we're just gonna slowly build up some miscellaneous savings for, when that new cell phone type situation pops up. Our second new sinking fund is gonna be saving for a new car or a down payment, and it's gonna get our last $10. I'll need to get trackers into these two since we're stuffing those for the first time. All right, you guys, the other envelope I have is escrow. We're not putting anything into that. Let's take a look though. It has 400 in the high yield bucket plus 51, 150, 55, 56, 57, 58, plus another 158 here. So I probably just need to go ahead and deposit this with that other 400 and get that out of the way. And then we've got Christmas and emergency to kind of hold those funds for us. So we can go ahead and pull out this Christmas money, although it's awfully thick with ones, you guys. Look at it, it's a pretty fat stack. So we'll pop it in there for now, and then nothing for emergency. All right, that is it, you guys. We have all of our money stuffed. We have tracked and accounted for everything. Again, not winning first place on the amount saved this month, but we've just saved and sunk $632 into our different savings areas and savings goals. So that to me is always a plus. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for our end of January unstuffing. I hope that you guys are having a great week. Seems like it's moving slow. I think you might be seeing this on Wednesday and it feels like it should be Friday. So hopefully your guys' week is going a little faster than mine. But thank you for joining me for another video. If you like this one, friends, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to stick around, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.